So we wanted to apply machine learning methods to see if we could train database systems on arbitrary workloads and arbitrary data to learn from their experience and ever more consistently find the optimal strategy to compute answers to your questions, to your queries. And that's what we're going to show you today in just a few seconds, applying neural networks to the Db2 SQL compiler. So let's have a look. Neural networks are a strategy in computer science to create algorithms that learn from past experience, and they try to emulate the kinds of neural networks that are in our brains. You know, your brain is a collection of about 100 billion neurons, and each of those neurons can have up to 1,000 other connections. And that amazing network that's in all of our brains is what allows us to think, to reason, and to have memories. And we want to emulate that kind of neural network in our software in Db2 so it can learn just like the human brain learns. Neural networks are one of the pillars of machine learning. They've been used all over the place in computer science to do facial recognition, image processing, and all kinds of cool problems that, years ago were completely unsolvable. Very powerful. So we're going to show you the results of our experiment running a collection of queries. And we're going to show you before and after result of each query, before it improved with machine learning, and then the result after it improved. You'll see two lines. Usually the top line is the time it took to run the query without machine learning, and the bottom line is the execution time of the same query after it's been trained and optimized with machine learning. So watch this. Okay, so here we go. You can see the results of the queries. On the top you see the query time before we applied machine learning, and on the bottom you see the same query after it's been optimized with machine learning. And what a difference. Sometimes it's a modest improvement, maybe 10%, but many times we're seeing huge improvements. 2, 3, 4 times faster, sometimes 10 times. And with many queries, especially the most complicated ones, the results could be dramatic. 100 times, 1,000 times faster will not be unheard of. So you can see here a few dozen queries and some very compelling improvements. Well, the individual improvements looked solid. So let's see what happens when we run the entire workload. So in this next illustration, we're going to show you what happens when we run the queries before the machine learning improvements and the same queries run as a workload with the machine learning optimization. Watch this. So we've got the machine learning queries running on the right and then the baseline running on the left without machine learning. As you can see, the difference is really dramatic. Machine learning queries finishing very quickly, and on the left-hand side, without the benefit of machine learning, we have a lot of queries that have really not the optimal execution strategy, so they're taking a bit longer to run. So it's quite amazing what computers can teach themselves and how they can learn as they go when we apply machine learning methods like neural networks to a product like Db2. In this short example, you've seen how we've taken a very important problem of SQL processing time in Db2 and applied machine learning methods to it. It's really very exciting, and I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration. Thanks for watching.